Live. Woo woo. All right. Very cool. All right. Hello. Anybody that's here? Hello. I've got to mute it. Wait a minute. I got to find it and mute it. Yeah, yeah. There it is. I got to pop my chat.
Live.
Yep. Oh, we don't want to listen to me twice. Let me pop my chat out in case anybody finds us. There we go. All right. So, live chat, and there we are. Okay. Hello. If anybody's here, hello. Hopefully some people will come in. I did put it on Facebook and Twitter, on end of the Twitter. And, we'll see if anybody shows because it's not my usual channel, but this is where I want to stream from now on. So got to try to build this one up and get it ready for Gettysburg and everything else. So how have you been anyway? Did you work today?
I did work today. That's why I have the 1,000-yard stare.
That's why I know I feel the same way. Work has been really crazy all of a sudden. Everybody woke up and decided to call us. And I mean like crazy, crazy. And then dealing with some other stuff too. My husband with an organization he's part of, and it's just insanity. So I'm just glad the workday is over and here we are. So I said I have I want to show you this. I don't know. You might not care. I don't have auto focus on, but can you see this? Isn't that cool? That's
Where'd
an
you get that?
obsidian raven. I got it from, there's a store. My internet connection is unstable. Wonderful. Oh my goodness. I can't win with this internet lately. Um, the store that goes live on Facebook called Practical Magic, and it's been great. They've been having a sale, and I bought it, and I love it. It's so pretty. So I'm going to use it on my card reading channel, and hopefully my internet holds out. We are having crummy weather here, so yeah. Let me just go on here and see. Facebook. Anyway, let me do a couple of things here. Maybe I'll try to share it out again. And maybe we'll get some people here. Hang on a second. This is here on this one. There we go. All right. This is where I want to go. Okay, hang on one sec. All right. This. Let me do. Wow. Oopsie. I don't know how to spell. Yes. Well, it's just been one of those days. And save. And then let's see, where's this? Okay, close that. Go here. And anyway, did my chat unpop? Yes, it did. I will do that.
I don't know how to
And I'm
spell.
listening to myself again. Not good. Yep. Yep. So I actually put a small quick video on my other channel to let people know that we'd be here. And yeah. So I don't know. We'll see if they find us. And what are you gonna do? Anyway, let me get the ghost box out and we'll run it and we'll see if anybody shows up and finds us. Let me see. I charged all this stuff. Is that on? Yeah. Gotta turn my speaker on. Oh, it's rainy. Hello, Shrimp Shack. You found us. Thanks for coming. Thank you so much for coming. Appreciate you being here. We're just hoping some other folks come over and find us too. So if you can share it out, that'd be awesome. All right, let me see where I got here. Yeah, so it's rainy out, but it's that's the mugginess that comes with the rain. Maybe, yes. There we go. I'll put that right there. Stay. I'll turn it up sec. There we go. Oh. So thank you for coming, Shrimp Shack. Yes, I put a little video. Actually, I put it like a live stream so that a reminder would go out to people. Boys. Who knows? But I'm glad you're here, Shrimp Shack. Thank you so much. Oh, I should turn the fan on. I have a fan on the ceiling. I should turn that on. All right, let's see if we can get this going. Spirits, we got the box going. Did you come talk to me? Come talk to us. We're gonna hang out and run the box. Hey, there you are, Ray. Who's here with me tonight? Oh, breeze. Spirits, when will the rain end? What? Someday. When is the rain going to end? It's miserable. All your caps are out of stock? You mean on my merch? Really? It must be just not been able to replenish. I'm gonna get a better merch. I think I'm gonna go to Teespring. Get you guys some better stuff. I will do it. I will do it. Uh-oh. Woo. Come talk to me, spirits. Wow, they must not be able to restock. Ooh. I like you, or I asked you. You want to talk to me tonight? Thanks, although it's a little scratchy tonight, but like I said, terrible weather. Woo! Not a good place to prop it, but terrible.
Easy killer.
I know, right?
I'm worried about you.
I'm going to try to move it. I'm going to move it away from the amp. Although I don't think it matters. The book? What book? Come and talk to me, spirits. Use the sticky thing. Maybe that'll help. Come on, Mom. I'm here. Mom is here. Come talk to me. Mom. Lordy, why does it keep stopping? Turn it down. Really crappy reception tonight. Come on, radio. All right. There we go. Hey. Hey, babe.
No.
Hey, babe. Who's here with me? Come on, who's here?
Kind of.
Tell me your name.
And that's enough. The rest.
That was weird. Was enough what?
Benefits.
Is Ed here? Nope. Michael? Michael again? Same Michael that's been here the last few weeks? Michael, is that you? Hey, Mom. Hi. Mom's here. Who's here with me? Is it Michael?
Like this sort of The film festival will be available at ScholarCenter.com.
Oh, thank you. That's great. I'm glad. I'm so glad we know that now. The film festival will be available.
Driving. Always.
Are you the same Michael that was here the last 2 weeks in a row? Hmm?
You work well.
Why are you here again? There were a couple of people in chat on the other channel, so I just asked them to come over here. Michael, are you looking for someone in particular?
That's okay.
What's the name of the person you're looking for?
Jane.
Who's the person that you're here for? Did you just say my name? I might have said Cindy, but I don't think that's what Michael's here for. Why are you here? Who are you here to talk to? Hey, Joyce, there you are. Yes, you found us. I know this might be a little bit of a tricky transition. Hi. But thank you for finding us, Joyce. Trying to get it out there. That's why I put that video on the other channel with the link so people would come over here.
Intake.
Who else is here? Who else is here? What was that whisper? Hello, Limelight Girl. Hello, thanks for coming. Au revoir. Au revoir. Somebody French is saying goodbye. Don't leave. Don't leave. We just started. We just started. Don't leave. Don't what? Did you hear that? Like mimicked me. Let me guess. Let me guess. Stay here and talk to me. Okay? Please.
A bottom-up solution, not a top-down or trickle-down solution. Mark Cuban.
A lot of top-down, a trickle-down solution.
Starts in here.
Tell me your name again. Guys, if you could share this out, that'd be great. Some people get used to me streaming on this channel.
Scientists.
What do you want to talk about tonight, spirits? I want to talk about ghost stories.
Start here.
Who's not here? Somebody's not. I said somebody's not here. Is Ed here? We'll try again to see if Ed is here.
Therapy. Keeping you.
Is he here? The gentleman from the room that wants me to do something for him? I don't know what happened to him. Although I never, did you see my last video that I put up with the digital recorder? I did have a voice, but it didn't sound like the same guy. Maybe he moved on. Yeah, I want to talk about ghost stories tonight, Shrimp Shack. I'm just hoping a few more people will come in so we can have a discussion. I have some really cool stuff to share with you guys, but hoping some more people will find us. Just gonna have to search for me here. And until then, I can run the ghost fights.
On.
Spirits, go tell our friends where we are.
Getting situation.
I'll be attending.
What?
He said, Mom.
Oh, they're always calling me Mom. They said, Mom, we're sending something. Like, what are you saying? Sending me something? That would be interesting.
Okay, guess.
See if I can. Girl, what? A what? Oh, here we go. I want to grab this link. Send it to a couple of people. Let's see. And do this without knocking over. Come talk to me. Come on back. Hey, what happened? It went silent. Ah.
It's still scanning.
No, it stopped. There we go. I don't dare put it on AM. to a couple of people.
Girls,
You want to talk to us tonight, spirits? What's the what, Mom? They just asked me a question and I missed it. They asked me a question and I missed it. I'll tell you what it sounded like. It sounded like, "Where's the pot, Mom?" Well, it's funny because earlier my husband was asking me where a certain frying pan pot was. Are you being funny? We're not looking for that other kind. Hello, Elaine. Thank you so much for coming in. If you could share it out, it would be great. Oh, goodness. I'm going to be going live on this channel from now on when I go live.
The night.
The night. What about the night? The night was dark. Thank you, Elaine, for sharing it. You're sweet. Mom is here. Who's calling me Mom tonight? Who's calling me Mom tonight? What's your name? Let me answer. Are you arguing with each other? You can all answer. Just take turns. Just take turns answering. Where's Mom? Mom is right here. Outside? No, I'm not outside. Not this week. I was outside 2 weeks ago, but I would not want to be outside right now. It's icky outside. When's the rain gonna stop? We need the rain to stop.
windows. Eyes.
Listen to her. Take turns speaking. One of you be the spokesspirit.
The spoke spirit.
Be the spokesspirit and come and talk to me and relay the messages of your friends, if you even are friends. And no arguing amongst yourselves, as if I could stop that.
Fade one.
Here's, I want to talk about ghost stories tonight.
Record question.
Could you teach me? But you are a ghost. The stories are about you. Kind of. Alright. I'm gonna quiet you guys down a little bit. Just a little. Alright. I made notes. you know, like I used to. So, folks don't come in, they're gonna miss out. But we're gonna talk about this stuff anyway, because it's cool. I'll let them chatter. Can you still hear the radio?
Hey, it's Elvis Duran. To celebrate the historic
Oh.
2020.
Sure, we're all just gonna talk. Okay, I'm gonna let that run. I asked my husband to build me something so that I could stand the radio up here.
You need a little radio holder.
I need a little radio holder. I do, because I have to put it up here so that you can see it, because the camera's up here. Oh, I didn't do that. I don't have it on autofocus. Stupid thing. Roman Biscotti, you found us. Yay! Thanks so much for coming, Tangi. I know it's gonna take a little. I know I tried this once before, but now I'm serious about it. I'm gonna be streaming on this channel from now's on. And I'm running the ghost box right now, but I have some really cool stuff I want to talk about ghost stories. And then I wanted to hear people's ghost stories. All right, that's enough now. Whatever that song is, I have no idea. All right. All right. I want to do this, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the radio over here, and I'm gonna see if you can. I don't know if you can hear it without the box, so I'm gonna see if this works. Okay. Turn this off and this off. Hang on. Okay. I want you to tell me, Ray, if you can even hear the radio, because I don't know if you can now.
I can hear it.
You can't hear it?
Yeah. Very faint though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's hang on, let me grab the other little speaker. I don't know why it keeps grabbing the channels. Just give me a minute. Yeah, I don't have my green screen up tonight. Where's my other cable? Shoot. Oh, there it is. There you are. Too much stuff. Too much stuff. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Okay, let's see. Come on. This one's a pain. All right. I'm gonna put it with this speaker. This way we can talk about the stuff I want to talk about, and we can listen to them make comments. How scratchy it is today. And we get music again. Come on, scan. You stupid. No, I don't want that. What? The radio is like fighting me today. I've never had this much trouble with it. How awful it sounds. All right. I'm getting there, guys. We're figuring it out.
Take the plug out a little bit. Remember our trick that we did?
Oh, yeah, let me try that. Hello, Ron A. Thank you for finding me and finding us. I'm so glad you're here. All right, let me try that. Okay, let me try that. So wait, you put it in. It's just really, see how scratchy it is? Hello, Cassie. Thanks so much for coming. All right, I'm going to put it back on the big speaker. This speaker is yucky, patooey. It's not working. I don't know why. The situation with speakers is a pain in the butt. You know that? That's why I bought this amp thing to use basically as a speaker. All right, let's try that. First put it back on it and leave it. Put the antenna all the way down and see if that helps. What happened? Oh, it's on. What happened? All right, we'll get there, guys. Ray, entertain while I'm figuring this out.
That's amore.
I like that. I don't know why this is suddenly not working, though. Oh, I know why. The amp's not on.
Step 1, turn on the amp.
Step 1, turn on everything. Okay, so. Okay, so the radio that's running is the 12587. And with any luck, it'll keep running. Even though it's making absolutely god-awful noises. All right, spirits. I'm going to let you chatter away in the background here. Yeah. Can you hear it now? Can you hear it? Can you hear it, Ray?
Yeah.
Oh. Jesus, it's a Jesus. Okay. Okay. So they can chatter away. I can also quiet them a little bit. This way, if they have anything, they can just blurt it out. Okay, spirits? We're going to talk about ghost stories, though.
Oh, yeah. Joyce got a point.
What's the point?
No one's got emojis.
No, this is my live channel. I know it, but guys, I looked at my I want to try to build this channel up and get them back on here because live streaming on my other channel was really hurting my channel. So if you guys could follow this channel, and we'll get this one built up, and then I'll attach it to that one, and we'll get them all over here. Right, spirits? Anyway. Okay. Yep, this is my live channel, the little flashing ghost. Yep, that's Harvey. Where is he? Harvey Ghost Pepper. Did I ever read my ghost story on air? Nope. I still have it, Tangi. And then you had left, and I didn't want to do it when you were gone, so I have it now, and I could read it now if you want me to. Dixie. Who's Dixie? Dixie. I'm going to Dixie soon. Thank you, Cassie. I do have it if you want me to read it, because tonight's topic is supposed to be ghost stories, even though the ghosts are not cooperating so much. Hey, come on. You guys got to cooperate and come talk to us. So anyway, yeah? All right, hang on a second. Hang on. I have it here in my mailbox. We will read that. That is Tangi's ghost story. Because tonight's topic is ghost stories. I wanted to talk about like those traditional ghost stories that some people used to tell. And you guys tell me if you want me to just turn this down while I'm talking, or if you want me to just let it keep going. But when I was a kid, I went to camp 1 year, and it was day camp. It wasn't sleepaway camp. I went to day camp 1 year. But people liked to tell these stories. And, they were to scare you, they also did some crazy things. And the first thing that came to my mind that made me want to talk about this today is, does anybody remember Bloody Mary? Okay, Bloody Mary, right?
Bloody Mary.
This was a huge thing, and I know it's kind of along the line of ghost stories, but it was one of those things when I was a kid, and I was a kid in the 70s, right? Hit my, from 10 to 20 in the 70s. It was a huge thing, and I never did it. Yeah, you remember it, Tangi? People would say, get in a dark room, right, and stand in front of the mirror and keep saying her name over and over again. Or you would say, I believe in Bloody Mary, not just Bloody Mary. You'd say, I believe in Bloody Mary. And, and, and so I remember that, like, I don't know why that's the first thing that came to my mind. Music. Yeah, no music. And I looked it up, and it's actually a very old thing. But let me tell you guys what I have here. So you were supposed to chant her name repeatedly to conjure her for her to reveal your future. I don't remember that. I felt like my friends just wanted to do it so they could scare the crap out of themselves. But historically, and I think it's like from Victorian times, a lot of this stuff is from the Victorian era. These people loved to scare themselves back in those years. And historically, it says it encouraged a young woman to walk up a flight of stairs backwards, holding a candle and a mirror in her hand mirror. And walking up the stairs backwards with her candle in the dark, chanting Bloody Mary's name. And when they gazed into the mirror, they were supposed to be able to see the face of their future husband. So I guess that's the future tell that you were supposed to get from Bloody Mary. It said, oh, we saw. You saw what? But the thing is, vision? There was a chance that they would see a skull or the Grim Reaper and not their future husband, and that meant they were going to die before they got married. So this is where this came from, this fun game. This fun game that young girls were supposed to. I mean, people have been trying to.
There's a lady in the mirror wants to kill you.
It's just like, oh, here's your future death.
Remember your Aunt Mary? Well, she's a little blunt.
A little bloody. But of course,
you in the mirror.
now we're all way grown up. Thank you.
Debatable. Well, okay.
Debatable. Well, chronologically, we're all way grown up.
Chronologically.
Chronologically. And of course, we know that there's ways to explain what would happen, because if you stand in front of a mirror chanting long enough, staring at the mirror, you're starting to be mouthy now, huh? It does create an effect in your brain that can make you think you're seeing something. And there's all fancy names for it, but they also say like self-hypnosis. Like you're hypnotizing yourself, and then you're going to see whatever you think you're seeing, But it's very interesting. So that's the one I remember. That was like the first thing that made me start looking stuff up. Scary story time. Well, this one's cool. Doppelgangers. You know what a doppelganger is, right?
Yeah, I was in a movie called Doppelganger where I chased myself through Columbus, Ohio, and then found myself and killed myself. It's true.
Wow.
I'll put a link in the chat.
Yeah, do that.
It won awards at some festivals.
Well, put a link, please.
I'm on it.
You can see. Very cool. A doppelganger, of course. I mean, we've all probably heard the word. It's from the what? The word. It's from a German word, but basically, what I've always heard of a doppelganger is that it's somebody sees you, but it's like a twin of you, but like a spiritual twin, but realize that it's not you. I was always told growing up that if you saw your own doppelganger, it was a bad omen. the one story I read is about people like looking in the mirror, doing their hair or whatever, and then walking away and then looking back and still seeing themselves in the mirror. And that's freaky. That the entity, yes, that's really freaky. Now, what does it mean? I don't know if it's a bad omen. I've read so many, there are so many stories. Read it under the bed covers with a flashlight for added effect. Absolutely. I've had many people tell me they've seen my twin. Yeah. I mean, I've seen people that I thought were the twin, but the more famous stories, and I know there's one about a woman specifically. I wish I could remember her name. I should have looked it up. But it was that her doppelganger would go and do things in her life that are normal, like she'd be doing something, her doppelganger would go do something else that she normally did, except wasn't doing it that moment. People would see the doppelganger, but the doppelganger didn't speak and was just very flat, very expressionless. So it was the person, but it really wasn't, verbal. It's interesting to me. There was a movie a few years ago. Adam Sandler starred in it. I don't know if you ever saw it. It was called Click. You ever see that movie? Click?
No, the remote control.
It was the one with the remote control. Like he met the guy and he clicked the remote control and he was able to go way, future in his life. And then he was like, oh, this is great. I'm skipping over all this and all of that. But then at the end of the movie, he realized that he was actually there during all those years that he skipped, but he was like this catatonic dude. And his family was just like, dealing with him like he was like his own doppelganger. It's a very cool movie. It actually made me cry at the end. I saw mine years ago, but she was how I looked after I had my firstborn. But to me, she looked like me. That's freaky. That is freaky. Yeah, guys, if you could share out, hopefully follow this channel, okay? Because this is where I'm going to be streaming from now on. That is a great movie. It made me, yes, Christopher Walken is the guy with the clicker. Thanks, Ray. I'll grab that link later and check it out. Want to see me kill myself? Is the whole movie there?
Yeah. Well, it's a short film.
Okay, cool. Those are good. I like short films. But yeah, that's a great movie. But that's what struck me, and that just really killed me at the end. And it was so sad to realize that he thought this was such a great thing that he could skip all this stuff, but he really didn't. And he just was nothing to his family, like a zombie. He was really there. Your comments are disappearing from my view. I don't know what that means. I see all your comments. Yeah, so it's very interesting, and there, like I said, I wish I could remember that one, the name of the woman, and it was a very well-known doppelganger story. But it was again during the 1700s or something. So very cool, but freaky. I wouldn't want to see my doppelganger.
What if your doppelganger had a cool car though?
But that means my doppelganger would probably be taking other people for a ride in their cool car and not me.
Be like, hey, I'm your doppelganger. You're my doppelganger. Let's go bowling.
Oh, bowling. Oh, what if I have a better car than my doppelganger? My doppelganger gets.
Well, then you give your doppelganger a ride to the bowling alley.
Why not? I wonder if my doppelganger could use my same bowling ball. I wonder.
You guys can switch IDs.
I don't know.
Get matching tattoos.
Ew. Oh my God. Oh, left and came back, and now I see my comments. Excellent. Okay, cool. So the next one I found was, and I know these are kind of like ghost stories, supernatural, but they all kind of, I tried to look up old ghost stories you'd tell around the campfire and stuff. You find all kinds of people's personal stories, but it's hard to, Bloody Mary is the one thing I can remember that was sort of universal amongst us kids, but I can't remember any of the other ones, So yeah. So anyway, a couple of these are funny, but the Jersey Devil. You ever heard of the Jersey Devil?
Yeah.
I know it's a sports team. Okay. But they named themselves after the Jersey Devil, which evidently people in New Jersey are very fond of. You've seen someone else's doppelganger. I swear I have too. I swear I have too. And it's freaky. But again, a true doppelganger will sort of be, it's sort of like a carbon copy, you know? So it's sort of like Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Remember that with Donald Sutherland? And they put the pod down next to you and it made a copy of you. But the copy was really just a pod and it couldn't talk and it was okay. Another movie to check out. Oh, that one will freak you out. Ew, that movie is ew. Hello, Sandy, you found us. Yay. Please follow this channel. I'm going to be live here from now on. I'll try to build this one up so everybody gets their emojis here too. But thank you so much for finding us. The Tooth Fairy. Oh, the Boogeyman. Wasn't that a movie? Wasn't that that's a hideous movie. Like really funny. Guys, I don't watch horror movies. I honestly I don't watch. I'm not that interested in them. You know, I know it's fake, but I don't. It doesn't do it. But I ended up watching Krampus. Krampus, is that how it's pronounced?
Yep.
I was like scarred for a year. Like that was horrifying. Anyway, the Jersey Devil. I looked up the Jersey Devil because we all know the team has the name and it's supposed to be, you know, it's like Chupacabra of New Jersey, I guess.
Yeah.
But it's actually supposed to be like this winged creature. And here's the story behind it, which I didn't know. And this is according to Weird New Jersey, which is a thing. I don't know if that's a magazine.
It's a website.
Website. I'm glad it exists, but it's Weird New Jersey. The infamous creature haunting the Pine Barrens, that is in New Jersey, by the way, is the child of Mother Leeds, a Pines resident who conceived her 13th child in 1735. All these stories come from the 18th century. These people were just walking around with bustles on, freaking each other out. It's So at the time, Leeds had no idea how she could care for or afford another kid. Well, that's what you get from 13 kids. And so, in exasperation, she raised her hands to the heavens and proclaimed, "Let this one be a devil." She got her wish, and moments after birth, her healthy baby boy grew horns and claws and bat-like wings. Legend has it that he killed his mother and then started attacking other people. So that's what the Jersey Devil is supposed to be. And they've named all their sports teams over it, and I think they have a state flag with him on it, kind of. It's
Jersey Devil is not on the state flag of New Jersey.
Oh, that's good. I don't know. Who knows what's on the state? So anyway, that's the story of the Jersey Devil. Now this one's good. I like this one. I've never heard of this one. Okay. Have you ever heard of the legend of the Hamburger Man?
What?
Yeah. The legend of the Hamburger Man. Nom, 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 nom. Hamburger Man. Never heard of that. Anybody heard of the legend of the Hamburger Man? Helps to not get pregnant. Yes, they would be right. Have you heard anybody? What?
Have you ever heard of the Michigan Dog Man?
No. What is it?
In Michigan folklore, the Michigan Dog Man was allegedly witnessed in 1887 in Wexford County, Michigan. The creature is described as a 7-foot-tall, blue-eyed or amber-eyed bipedal canine-like animal with the torso of a man and a fearsome howl that sounds like a human scream. According to legends, the Michigan Dog Man appears in a 10-year cycle that falls on the years ending in 7. Sightings have been reported in several locations throughout Michigan, primarily in the northwestern quadrant of the Lower Peninsula. In 1987, the legend of the Michigan Dog Man gained popularity when disc jockey Steve Cook at WTCM-FM recorded a song about the creature and its reported sightings.
There's a song about the dog man?
Uh-huh.
I have to look that up. Ronald McDonald? What does that mean, Sandy? Yes, the spiritual movement was very big, and I guess they just, ow, Werewolves of London. I love that song. Oh, God, I miss Warren Zevon so much. Okay, well, that's cool. And I think I did find a site, and like every state has its own stories, but I didn't want to write down 50 stories. So. Well,
I had to
let's
tell you
see
that one
the
because
legend,
a guy I went to
the
high school
legend of
with
the.
investigated it.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Oh, 7 foot tall, dog-headed man.
Uh-huh.
Why is my saying my internet connection is unstable again?
You're blinking
Gladly
a
pay
little.
you Tuesday. Oh, yeah, I know. It keeps saying my internet connection is unstable. It sucks. Gladly pay you Tuesday for a hamburger today. Was that Wimpy that said that?
Yeah.
Anyway, before I lose my internet connection, the Hamburger Man. Okay, so while the origins of Hamburger Man are unclear, the reason for his name is obvious. Urban legend says the half man, half monster, because we don't know what kind of monster, kidnaps his victims, drags them deep into the woods of Sand Hills State Park in Hutchinson, Kansas. This is a Kansas one. And once there, he grinds them into hamburger meat. So my question is, does the Hamburger Man have a grill? I mean, what does he do then, you know? Wimpy as Wimpy. The ice cream van was down. Oh, I would love ice cream. The Hamburger Man is a Kansas legend, evidently. So funny. And this was very interesting, Ray, because when I was looking up these things, guess what came up next?
What?
Devil's Den. Devil's Den.
Yeah, we've been there.
Yep. So here's what the blurb I got on it. In the summer of 1863, hundreds of thousands of soldiers, I don't think it was hundreds of thousands of soldiers, descended on Gettysburg, and many lost their lives. According to,
Ask your husband, he'll know.
I know, I gotta go get him. I don't think it was hundreds of thousands, was it? Flips burgers. I will now only eat veggie burgers. There is one, the Boca Burger. The Boca Burger, I think, is a good one. According to How Stuff Works, more than 50,000 infantrymen were left dead, wounded, or missing. And the rumor has it that some of the soldiers still haunt the battlefields, particularly Devil's Den, a rocky enclave where 1,800 died. So we have to check that when we go back to Gettysburg. Did 1,800 men die at Devil's Den? It seems like a lot. One woman claimed she felt a hand grab her ankle at the historic site, and several others have seen ghosts appear both in person and in photographs. Of course, in photographs that could be anything, but I mean, we've been there. We've been there twice now.
According to the
So we have to-
deadhistory.com, 2,600 men died at Devil's Den. So
1,600. Oh, so this is an under amount. Wow. In
It's
that
hundreds of
rocky
thousands.
area
It's not
where we
hundreds of
live
thousands.
stream.
yeah,
Well, that hundreds of thousands went to Gettysburg, but I don't think hundreds of thousands went to Gettysburg. It is a cool place, Sandy, and we're supposed to go back this summer. We have our fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
Gettysburg will be
so-
open. We don't know about the hotel. That's the whole thing.
Lots of things. So, I'll have to contact them in a month or so and see where they're at. Spirits, are we going to get to go to Gettysburg this year? Are we going to Gettysburg? I hope so. I'm looking forward to it,
Between 46,000
Yeah, so that's very interesting.
Between 46,000 and 51,000 soldiers from both armies were casualties.
Yeah. But that's not hundreds of thousands of men that
Oh.
went to Gettysburg. I mean, hundreds of thousands of, they're wrong. They're wrong.
They're wrong.
Hear that whisper? So anyway, I hope we get to go back. My fingers are so crossed. Like I said, in a few weeks, I'll call and fingers crossed they'll let us in and give us food.
Yeah, we want breakfast.
Breakfast, please,
I
please.
want breakfast so bad there. It's
Cancel my trip. The food is so good.
it's I don't sound so crazy now. Remember the first time I was telling you, you were looking at me like you're a nut.
I thought you were nuts right up until we walked into the dining room for that first breakfast, looking for the buffet. Like, where
Yeah.
is the buffet? And the woman was like, "Good morning," and then we're sitting in Elizabethan high back chairs and being served like kings and queens. I'm like,
I know, man. The lay people just don't know.
don't know. Gettysburg is wonderful.
We
You
ate so
guys.
good there, and then there's get the cherry slushes. I can't wait to go back, and I'd walk there if I had to.
Honestly, that place that sells the cherry slushes,
Oh my God.
they are really good. I mean, Ray
It
is
is
going to
so
wax
good.
poetic about the cherry slushes in Gettysburg.
I could drink those every day. Why'd you get fat, Ray? Cherry slushes from Gettysburg.
Yep, and what do you got to say about it?
I'd sell my mother for one. What? Who talks like that? That's crazy.
Is Ray going to get his cherry slush this year? Is he going to get his cherry slush this year, Spirits? It stopped on a song, but I'm not sure what it was saying. Well, I hope you get your cherry slush. 'Cause doesn't that place also sell ice cream?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had really good ice cream from that place. It's a little place. Oh, it's so great. It's so great. So
They
anyway,
got
Devil's.
that peg game out front.
Oh, yeah. We liked that so much. We want to put one outside our house. So this way, when you guys come visit, and you and your wife come visit, we can. So
Yeah,
I will try to make you a cherry slush.
that'd be so cool.
I will try to make you a. I actually.
I want to write them a letter and find out what flavor brand they use so I can get some of that.
Syrup, but didn't they say they sold those there? That game, like you could buy it from them
Yeah.
and put it up at home.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this year I'll probably buy it. And this way, when you guys come visit, we'll just have cherry slushes and we'll play the.
Yeah, we'll get
The
one
ring on
of those.
the-
We'll get one of those Snoopy snow cone machines.
Oh, now I'm gonna go on eBay and find one. I'm gonna go on eBay. I'm gonna find a Snoopy snow cone machine. You have to find the right syrup.
I know, I will.
I can make ice all day long.
The
You need
ice maker.
You need to find the syrup. And
If
then
you're just joining us, we're very excited. Hopefully, going to Gettysburg again this year.
very,
We're not just rambling idiots.
No, we are. Well, we may be rambling idiots. However, we are rambling idiots that are very excited.
Yeah,
about
we have a
our trip.
purpose, and that's a dangerous thing to give a rambling idiot.
That's right. That's right. Snoopy snow cone. I'm gonna look for the Snoopy snow cone machine. Are we playing music again, you stupid thing? I'm gonna. Hey, I'm a really good searcher on eBay, and I'm a really good searcher. I'm gonna find one. So Devil's Den, yes, and that's made me excited again about going. So,
I know.
And
we
also,
went
you
on
know,
a tangent. Sorry, people.
it's all right. We have to make plans for you guys to come and do the Rolling Hills Asylum, so we have to plan that.
I
once
know. We
is back to normal.
we paid money to go there.
Right. Well, we still, and then we have to make the plan again for you to come.
Yes.
You know, so,
No, it's no big deal. We will do it in a heartbeat because we're ready to go.
well,
As is everyone else who's on lockdown.
all they have to do is let us in. And
That's all they
let us
gotta
have a
do.
hotel.
We'll take
Let us
care
have
of
a
the rest
hotel.
of it.
I'll
Yeah.
bring the phone machine. Oh my God. So the next ghost story I came up with was President, and I think I've heard this story before, President Lincoln's ghost train.
Ghost train? I've heard the ghost in the White House, but that's
No.
a train.
Ghost train. Okay, so when Lincoln died, as we all know he did, his wife was against this, but someone made the decision to put him in a coffin on a train and train him all the way across the country so people could say goodbye to him. And, you know, back in those days, they didn't have any dry ice or, you know, preservatives. And so as the time went by, he got to be worse and worse looking, and they had to stop every now and then and pick fresh flowers to put around him to help with the smell. Anyway, so the train carried him across the country so people could pay their last respects. And so every year at the end of April, which I guess is the anniversary of when this happened, and it's a long route. People have seen in many states the spectral train, and I even read one account. I read one account earlier today of a gentleman who was in his car, and he was, you know, waiting at the arms came down for the train thing, and there were two workmen on the platform, and he said this ghostly train pulled up, and he looked in the window and he could see a casket, and he could see like skeletal soldiers guarding it, and a skeletal quartet playing. And then it blew its whistle, and then it went away. And he said the two guys he got out of his car and he went over to the two guys on the platform. He's like, "Did you see that?" He said they couldn't even speak. But it's been seen in New York and Ohio and Indiana because, you know, it went a long way. So really, really crazy story. I don't know like how I would feel if I saw something like that. First, of course, I'd be thrilled, but that's because I'm a literally paranormal person.
I got a story to
don't
tell you
know
that
how, like,
happened
the
at work today, but I'll be
Oh
right
yeah,
back.
tell.
I got
Okay.
it is messed up, and it's kind of fuel for a what if type of deal.
Oh, you
Be
gotta
right
tell
back.
us.
All right, I'll
Okay,
be right
good.
back.
Ray has a good story to tell us. Hello, Yvonne. Thank you so much for finding us. It's okay. I'm glad you're here. I know this is a little getting used to, but I'm going to be streaming from now on this channel, guys, because it was kind of hurting my other channel streaming on it. So that one's going to be for all my uploads, and this one I'm going to stream on. And when we go to Gettysburg, God willing, we're going to stream from there. We're going to stream on this channel. So definitely hit the bell on this channel so that you know when I stream, when we stream together, when we're in Gettysburg. I'm also going down south, actually next week, and I might be streaming down. And this is the one that I'm going to stream on. So, back in the day, I believe President Lincoln was carried around on a train. Yes, yep, and that's what we were just talking about. That train, that ghost train of that train has been seen many times by many people. Just still riding that, they trucked him. I don't know, where did he die? He died in Ford's Theater. Who remembers where Ford's Theater is? And they brought him back to the east to bury him. And I don't remember if it's in Chicago or where Ford's Theater is. Terrible that I don't remember that. That is just pitiful and so bad. But yeah, so against his will on the train, and they kept stopping at stops. They made all kinds of detours so that people could pay their last respects to it. And now, especially in the last week of April, the train is often seen coming through, and the only sound it makes is its whistle. You don't hear the wheels, you don't hear the whatever sound. You don't hear the engine, which would have been a coal-fired engine then, or a steam engine. But you hear the whistle. It's the only thing that you hear. I'm so glad you're here, Yvonne. Thank you so much. Guys, make sure you follow this channel and you hit the bell, okay? And share it out if you can. This is going to be the new live streaming place for me and Dr. Ray together. So yeah, and this is where I'm going to be streaming. What? What was that big old whisper you just whispered at me? I'm sorry if I'm ignoring you. I'm not ignoring you, but you weren't talking to me. This is going to be where I'm going to be streaming mostly, and I want to try to build it back up, build this one up just like the other one, and the other one I'm just going to do my uploads. So please watch those videos too. Hi, I would really appreciate it. In fact, I'm going to put another video up there tonight. And I also have another video put up on my card reading channel, guys, if you want a weekly oracle card reading. I'm going to put it up on there. So this is the live channel, and then my internet connection is going unstable again, and I don't understand why, but we're having bad weather here. So I'm sorry if I just was a little, if I blipped there, because my internet connection is doing something funky. So anyway, I'm waiting for Dr. Ray to come back because he says he has some kind of crazy story to tell us. He works in an old folks home. Spirits, come talk to me. We're waiting for Dr. Ray to come back. We're just running the 12587 here in the background, guys. And I have some other cool ghost stories to share with you guys, but Dr. Ray says he has something he wants to share with us, so I want to wait for him to come back. And you guys might be familiar with some more of these. And then I have a really cool one I want to read for you at the end. Yeah, and since this is going to be my live streaming channel, I'm just going to stream all the time on this one and stream about all kinds of stuff, but mostly paranormal. What do you think of that, spirits? Gonna help me out? Oh, and I have Tangi's ghost story to read too, but I still want to wait for Ray to come back because I want him to hear it. Tangi sent me ages ago, sent me her ghost story in the mail because I had wanted to start a series where people would write me their ghost stories and send them to me, and I would make a video. But I only got it from 2 people, and then yeah, I froze. Am I back now? I don't know what's going on with my internet. I'm so sorry, you guys. Yep, she said hi. Yeah, they were kind of whispering now and then. I mean, I think it was on the radio anyway. Spirits, what's wrong with my internet? Spirits, do you know what internet is? Yeah, I don't know. There's got to be a better way with this internet. I don't understand why it does that. Yeah, I don't know what it is. My internet is just, it's making me a little crazy. All right, Ray, tell us your story.
Oh, okay. So I'm talking to this woman. She's 91 years old. She is from the Netherlands. She was almost in the Olympics in 1954, I want to say. I don't know.
Wow.
But she was in 2 concentration camps.
Oh my gosh.
And she's got Alzheimer's and dementia. Okay.
Aww.
So I'm sitting there talking to her. And she said something about angels. And I said, what? And she had some like lens, the lenses on your eye. She had like some sort of surgery, so her eyes don't dilate. Okay,
Oh.
It's very trippy. It's very weird to see because she's always looking like she's staring at you.
Pinpoint? Okay.
No, they're not pinpoint. They're like
Blown?
just a little bit above normal. Bigger than normal.
Okay.
I said, she says, yeah, the angels. And she isn't looking straight ahead. She's looking up.
Oh.
And I'm like, okay. I go, can you see the angels? And she's like, yeah. Like, I'm a dumbass. She's like, yeah, duh.
Wow.
And then she goes, and then I said, well, what are they telling you? And she said, she could be hallucinating. Okay, so this may not even be paranormal at all.
Yeah.
Just put that out there.
Sure.
And she says that I should continue doing a good job and being normal. I'm like, oh, okay. I don't know what that means, but there you go. And then all of a sudden, she just, in the middle of a sentence, she just goes, oh, your mother. Just like that. I'm like, really? And I go, what is she saying? She goes, oh, she said she doesn't have to wear glasses anymore. I'm like, really? Because my mom passed in 95
Oh my gosh.
and
Did
my
she wear
dad
glasses?
passed in 68 or 69, 1969. And then she says, yeah, she doesn't have to wear glasses anymore. And she's very happy about it. Now, she is not religious. In fact, she laughs at people when they go to the little church service in the home I work at. She laughs at them.
She laughs at them.
Yeah, she calls them sheep. It's
Oh no.
hilarious. She's very spiritual though, you know,
Okay.
and she
Okay.
always does the right thing, and she's got the most wicked sense of humor I've ever heard. One day she goes, I think I know that lady right there. And I go, well, yeah, maybe. And she goes, oh no, but all old gray-haired women look alike. It was very funny. Anyways, and then
That is
she goes, oh, your
funny.
father. I'm like, what about my father? Said he doesn't have to wear glasses anymore either.
Oh, did they both wear glasses?
Yes.
Oh, Sandy, your great aunt was in had that tattoo, huh? Wow.
And yeah, so that was
Rachel Doppelganger.
and she wasn't joking around, and she's like was pretty serious about it. She's like, yeah, they say not to worry and then just keep doing what you're doing. I was like, okay.
I think you should talk to her more while you can. That's so
No,
cool.
she's my favorite patient, resident. So yeah, I give her,
Aw.
like 2 desserts and a
Oh,
bunch of candy and anything she
so
wants, she gets.
sweet. Oh, why not? Oh my God. Tangi, have you ever read, there's a book, but me too. There's a book, but this is from a poem in the book, and I don't remember, of course, it's a whole poem, but the line I remember the name of the poem is When I am old, I shall wear purple. It is a really cool poem. Look it up. It's really for women. It's a woman
Well, I
thing.
know it sounds kind of like lame and probably not paranormal. She could be hallucinating, but when she would stop to talk to me, she would stop, look it up, and then she would look at me, and then she'd look back up.
That's
And
weird.
I had chills. I was like, whoa.
Wow. Wow. I wonder, I mean, did it make you think that maybe her time is nigh? I mean,
No,
no, okay.
she's
Yeah.
pretty healthy. It's kind of weird.
Okay, well, who knows? She's got a connection. Who knows? But that's kind of cool.
Then there was this resident, he was blind,
Hmm.
and every time I came in the room, he would say, hi, Ray. I would be silent. I mean, silent. And I go, how do you know I was here? He goes, it's like electricity when you come in the room. I was like, what? I'm
Maybe
like,
he.
really? That's kind of cool.
Oh my gosh. That's great. You got some great stories there.
Wait till I'm going to do a video there.
Are you?
In fact, it's going to be the first the TV show.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, so you got to come over.
I will. Just let me know.
I know,
I'll be.
I'm waiting till all this shit goes
I
away.
know. We have to. We have to wait. We have to wait. But I'm
It's
with
horrible, and I hate it.
you, Tangy. He can smell your cherry snow cone.
I know.
That's great. That's great.
I
Oh
want one
man.
so bad. You guys don't even know.
I know. Frank also said she doesn't need glasses anymore over spirit box. Ah, see? Well, I mean, I hope they don't. That's cool though.
I just know
That'll
she
be
was happy
me when I'm
about
on
it.
the other side. That's so cool. That'll be me when I'm on the other side because I've been wearing glasses since I was 18 months old. So.
Do you believe
Okay.
in healing? Like,
Healing.
'cause I got a story for you that I've never told anyone.
Okay, tell us. Tell us.
There,
Stories.
there was a woman where I worked. She was actively passing away. Okay, and she was like doing stuff with her hands like this, Her eyes are closed. She's non-responsive, but she kept doing this. I don't know. I don't know what she was doing. And I don't know why I did what I did, but I put my hand on her head, on her forehead, and I visualized light going in through my arm into her head. And all I was thinking was, relax, relax, relax. And she stopped doing it.
Oh, wow.
Now I don't even pretend to be a healer, but I think that actually worked.
Well, maybe you ought to talk to somebody about some Reiki stuff, maybe
I'd
you
rather
have,
not, because what if I'm good at it and then I have to do that for the rest of my life? It's like I say, like people want to see ghosts and hear ghosts, but if you can't turn that off, that would suck. Because you'd never
well,
be
that's
able
what
to
I was
rest.
going through in my, that's what I was, yeah, Tangy, that's what I was in my 20s, and it did suck. And I finally I worked psychic who helped me learn how to control it. But it did. I mean, I had, certain things going on even in my waking hours. And then, every night it was like I didn't know how to lock the door. And it sucked. It sucked. But it got better. More snow cones. I am going to get that snow cone maker. You watch. I will show you guys. If I get it, I'm bringing it on stream. I'm going to be making snow cones. Okay, so the next one I have here, and I've heard you all talk about these people, or I've heard paranormal people on YouTube talk about these peoples, but the skinwalkers, and I was never 100% understanding what they were. I thought they were just zombies. But evidently, the skinwalkers are a Native American urban legend. Well, the roots are in Native American folklore. And so it's hard to get the information on them, but speaking of potentially sinister legends, it's seriously taboo in Navajo culture to talk about it, which is why they don't know a lot about it. But it's understood that what non-Navajos refer to as skinwalkers are actually witch doctors who have become an evil reflection of themselves. So evidently, medicine men in this tribe are taught the good and the evil side of what they do. And they have become transformed, I guess, after they've died, into malevolent, murderous creatures that have no qualms about using their spiritual powers to kill. So Navajo medicine men are trained to learn both good and evil aspects of their power, and the skinwalkers are those who have turned to the dark side. So that's what they are. I never understood what they are or what they were. I don't want to. Ever see the documentary Skinwalker Ranch? No, I haven't. And you know what? I've heard so many people talk about it. I have to look it up because now understanding what that is, that
Ghost Adventures was there.
really, because
Yeah.
that's what they're saying they are. That they are men, witch doctors, or like the medicine men that have gone to the dark side. I never knew that. I thought they were just like zombies or something. Nice kitty. Hi, kitty. Hi, sweetie.
She wants to be fed and she's purring.
Oh,
Look at
that was.
this, 72 nipples.
Aw, she's so cute.
I'm trying to pull these out. What's your deal?
So cute.
Quit kicking my face.
Oh, well, you're making her into a contortionist there.
She loves it.
Yeah, she loves you. You're a good daddy. The next one I have is the Flying Dutchman. Now, why are we all familiar with the Flying Dutchman from the Pirates of the Caribbean movie, right? A lot of people have been to. What is Skinwalker Ranch, though? What is at Skinwalker Ranch, you guys?
Skinwalkers. Okay, I'll send you a bunch of links to the Skinwalker stuff because I'm friends with a guy who used to work there.
Okay. Yep, do that. Do that. Send it to me so I can see. Because I always thought they were just zombies. I didn't realize what they were. So the Flying Dutchman, I am familiar with kind of now. I don't know because, for movies they change stuff around, but I'm familiar with it from the Pirates of the Caribbean movie. And the guy with all the tentacles and stuff. I'm not quite sure if that's actually what
Where's your
Davy.
camera going in and out of focus?
I don't know. I don't have autofocus on. So I don't know what the heck it's doing. If Yoda turned into a skinwalker,
It's
he'd be
Bloody Mary.
on the dark side. Yes, it would. I don't know why it's doing that. I have autofocus specifically turned off. I'll try to stay still. Really annoying. I'm getting a new camera. I'm going to get a new camera though. I'm working on it because I have a feeling this camera is just problematic. Yes, Ghost Ship, the Flying Dutchman. The legend of the Flying Dutchman began in 1641, so during pirate days, when a Dutch ship sank off the coast of the Cape of Good Hope. Anybody remember where the Cape of Good Hope is? I also dated him, Tentacle Guy. The real actor, Bill Nye. He's a great actor. The captain, a Dutch man named Vanderdecken, failed to notice the dark clouds looming. Only when he heard the lookout scream out in terror did he realize that they had sailed straight into a fierce storm. The captain and his crew battled for hours to get out of the storm. At one point, it seemed as if they would make it. Then they heard a sickening crunch. The ship had hit treacherous rocks and began to sink. As the ship plunged downwards, Captain Vanderdecken knew that death was approaching. He was not ready to die and screamed out a curse. I will round this cape, even if I have to keep sailing until the end of time. So even today, whenever a storm brews off the Cape of Good Hope, is that in Africa? No. Where is the Cape of Good Hope? If you look into the eye of the storm, you will be able to see the ship and its captain, the Flying Dutchman. The legend goes that whoever sees the ship will die a terrible death. Of course, because you can't just go, oh, that is so cool. Look at that. It has to have like a curse. It is a curse. No, just a guy that looked like he came from under the sea. You're funny, Tangy. So anyway, that's a very interesting thing. So for the movie, of course, they made him Davy Jones, but I do not think that Davy Jones of Davy Jones Locker is the Flying Dutchman. I think they melded a couple of stories there.
Cape of Good Hope is on the southern tip of Africa.
It is Did I say Africa two
You did.
seconds ago?
You sure did.
Oh, what the heck
Oh, you're so happy.
is going over there?
It's like you got a cherry slush or something.
Like I got a cherry slush or something.
Yeah.
Actually, I like the ice cream there. So
They're both good. And the submarine sandwiches, never mind. I'm getting off this. I'm hungry.
You gotta stop
I
because
can feel it.
okay, so this last one, and now this is interesting because I think there's a movie named this as well. Tommyknockers.
Yeah, Stephen King.
Right. Tommyknockers. Well, I didn't know what Tommyknockers were either. Now I do. Tommyknockers are. Well, what were they in the movie?
Aliens.
Okay, well, okay. So the legend is not that they're aliens. Yay, Cynthia got it right. 500 invisible points to you. Thank you, Tangi. The Tommyknockers were spirits in the mines, like in all different places in the world. They called them different kinds of knockers, this knocker, but in America they called them Tommyknockers, and they considered them helpful. Like they would make noises, and they would lead them to good, veins of ore or whatever they were mining. But here, in most of the world, they were considered helpful. But here, the American version, miners believed they were helpful but could be mischievous. I said that wrong, mischievous. They were known to help miners in trouble.
What?
Whistling, mischievous.
Mischievous is correct.
No, it's not.
It is too.
No, it isn't.
Trust the writer.
It's VOUS. It's mischievous.
Okay.
I am a grammar nerd. Anyway, whistling offended them, so the miners would try not to whistle. And there was also something about making X's or crosses that the Tommyknockers didn't like either. American miners in Colorado in the late 19th century at the Cripple Creek mine, called the Mamie R mine, felt they had malicious knockers who would lure men into the shafts, then jump up and down on beams until they collapsed on them. They were blamed for snapping cables and for premature blasts, which could be very deadly. They were heard laughing at the miners. And you know what? The belief in the knockers lasted into the 20th century. When one large mine was closed in 1956, the owners sealed the entrance. Then several generations of miners circulated a petition calling on the mine owners to free the knockers so they could move on to other mines. They wanted the owners to open up the closed down mine so the Tommy knockers could get out. And the mine owners did. So it's a superstition. You know what? It's one of the most dangerous jobs in the world. And if they have a superstition and they believe in something, their employers, you know, complied because it keeps them safe in their job. I had to eat dinner after Ray told that story. I'm full now. I never saw that movie. Tommyknockers are in the mines. Yes, the Tommyknockers are the American version, but evidently from Cornwall in England, they're very well known. I can't remember what they call them there. Unless there's another Stephen King movie, Doppelgangers, I guess. It's the same spelling, different pronunciations. Right, well, it is people pronouncing it differently, but it is spelled V-O-U-S, not V-I-O-U-S, so it's mischievous. Mischievous. It's Ray. Is Ray looking it up? He could be. He looks like he's Googling. I never heard of that one. Depends if you have an accent or not. You know, tomato, tomato. We all pronounce things the way we choose. So before I read this last one to you, I want to get Tangi. Let's see what your story is. And I know I've read it before and it's been a while. And forgive me if I read a word wrong. But guys, back a while back even, I had tried to start a series where I asked people to actually write me a letter on paper with pen or pencil or crayon or marker or whatever, and send it to me in the mail so that I would read it and make a video of your ghost story. I got one and I made a video. And then I got this one from Tangi, Roman Biscotti, but I never made the video because then she left YouTube for a while and I didn't feel right about doing it. So she's back now. And I'm going to, with her permission, try to read her story. So here we go. This is Tangi's story, Roman Biscotti. I was around 9-13 years of age, living with my grandparents in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. One day I was walking around the house and I was drawn to the basement area, which was a fun, crafty, and very musical setup. Not a creepy basement at all. I walked over to the stairs and noticed that the light was on. My grandparents always had visitors and guests over, so it wasn't unusual that someone was there. I walked to the top of the stairs and could see a family older member playing with her dogs, two white small ones. I said hello, and she smiled. I don't remember if she said anything. While I was still at the top of the stairs, she walked to the right out of view, towards the arts and crafts and furnace room. I recognized her as one of my great aunts, but I couldn't remember her name. So I went down the few stairs to follow her. When I got to the bottom, I noticed the art room door was closed. So I opened it and didn't realize the room was dark. So I turned on the light and called out to her and her two dogs. I couldn't see them, so I looked around the furnace, and only then did it hit me. No one was there. In that exact moment, I felt her behind me, but I didn't panic. I just said something out loud like, "Where'd you go?" "Oh, well." Then I turned off the light and said goodbye and shut the doors and went back upstairs, not truly realizing what had just happened. Only many years later, as an adult, did I truly grasp the fact that who I saw was my great aunt. I forget her name. She had died when I was young. She was the mother of my mom's cousins, my second cousins, and she loved her two white dogs. And that, I think, was the only time I physically saw her after she died. She was just letting me know she was there, keeping an eye on things. This is just one of many encounters I've had with the other side, and it's been a beautiful blessing in helping me do what I do as a psychic medium. That is so awesome. That is, and thank you for the little note at the bottom. You are so sweet. Thank you so much for sending that to me, Tangi. And now we finally got to share it. Finally got to share it. That is a very cool story. Oh my, and how old were you? Wait, 9 to 30. Oh, you were young. So, oh my goodness, that's something, it's something like that sticks, you know. But that's yes, you did. You wrote it in marker. You wrote it in marker. Actually made it a lot easier to read. I I collect old letters, you guys. I mean, like from the 1800s, the World War II and everything, and they always wrote in cursive back then. And sometimes it's difficult to, I think my internet just blipped again. It's difficult to make it out, but thank you. That was also awesome. Meow. Somebody wants dinner. Thank you so much, Tangi. That was
What?
awesome. And if anybody else would like to send me their ghost story, I would be happy to read it on the live stream. And you can email me, and I will send you the address. Don't get it wet. No, no, I'm going to cherish it. I have the envelope back here. I'm going to put it back in its envelope. Like I said, I
No.
collect old letters, and these are my letters, and I wouldn't. Are you okay, Ray?
Trying
Ray
to
is
pull
being
the
attacked by. So the
Tyler May
last
is
thing
not a
I'm gonna
subtle
do.
cat.
Aw, they're so sweet, your kitties. The
I
last thing we're
know.
gonna
You're so
do
spoiled.
tonight. Yes, they love you though, and you
You're
take
so
very good
spoiled.
care of them. They are, but they love you. The last thing we're gonna do tonight is I'm gonna read you guys the last ghost story that I looked up today. And I want to thank everybody for coming, by the way. And if you guys could all hit the bell so you know when we stream next, because this is the channel we'll be streaming on from Gettysburg. And Gettysburg, it's just, we're going to get there. But anyway, do that, share it with your friends. And I'm going to read you guys this last story that I looked up. And this is about the ghost of El Muerto. And the ghost of El Muerto, meaning, it says El Muerto, meaning, I don't know how they think it means headless horseman, because El Muerto means death, or Mr. Death, or the Death. But anyway, it is a headless horseman story, but it is from Mexico. It's Mexico, South Texas. It is a ghost legend from South Texas. A Mexican bandit by the name of Vidal plied his trade in South Texas in the mid 1800s. He, like many Mexican outlaws, spent his days on a strip of land between the Nueces and the Rio Grande rivers, rustling cattle and stealing horses. The Texas Rangers, basically wandering posses, were formed to drive out all the thieves and murderers that plagued frontier Texas. A dispute between Mexico and the U.S. over the land between the Nueces and the Rio Grande rivers had been resolved in 1848 when the U.S. had won the Mexican War. But the strip of land between these two rivers, known as No Man's Land, was run with Mexican bandits. By 1850, Vidal had a high price on his head and was wanted, dead or alive. Stealing cattle and horses was considered a worse crime than murder. Two Texas Rangers, Taylor Creed and William Bigfoot Wallace, had spent a great deal of time in No Man's Land trying to rid the area of Mexican bandits. They and their peers had resorted to some brutal means to try to dissuade the bandits from coming back. Finding that shooting them and hanging them from the trees had no impact, they had even chopped them up and left them for the animals. But the cattle rustling continued, obviously by the ones that were not chopped up. Vidal and several of his companions became Creed's and Bigfoot Wallace's target when they stole a herd of cattle and horses that belonged to Creed. Well, that was a mistake. The two rangers had been away defending a settlement from a Comanche raid when Vidal's group stole the livestock. When Creed returned, he found several of his prized Mustangs gone. He and Wallace joined with a neighboring rancher by the name of Flores and proceeded to track Vidal and his fellow bandits. When these three men caught up to the outlaws, they waited until they were asleep to attack. Then they killed Vidal and his men, but this was not enough. Taylor and Wallace wanted to set an example to deter future bandits. Bigfoot beheaded Vidal and lashed his body to the saddle on the back of a horse. He attached Vidal's severed head with its sombrero to the seat with a strip of rawhide. He then turned the wild Mustang free to wander the hill country. Soon stories started to circulate about a headless rider that was seen with his head swinging back and forth as a wild horse galloped by. This apparition so scared cowboys and Indians that soon Vidal's mutilated body was riddled with both bullets and arrows. People began calling this headless horseman El Muerto. As time passed, a legend grew that people must avoid this strange apparition, for if seen, some evil misfortune would befall them. In the end, a group of ranchers caught up with this poor burdened horse near Alice, Texas. They buried Vidal's body in an unmarked grave near the tiny community of Benbolt. As soon as his body was laid to rest, soldiers at Fort Ing began to see an apparition of a headless rider. Travelers and ranchers in no man's land also reported seeing this strange sight. One written account that was recorded in 1917 mentions that a couple traveling to San Diego made camp for the night near a Texas stream. As they sat at their fire that night, they saw a gray stallion speed by with a headless man atop it. They heard him shouting, "It is mine, it is mine." Yet other witnesses saw a similar sight in 1969 outside the town of Freer, Texas. Even today, people still claim to see El Muerto galloping through the mesquite in the bush country on moonlit nights.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun. It's so cool. It's cool stuff. Yes, the poor horse. That's exactly how I felt when I was reading. Like, that is not right to do to a horse. That's terrible. Gee, was that? And a Mustang too. My God, those are beautiful horses. Oh my goodness. So anyway, this has been fun, you guys. Thanks so much for finding me, finding Ray, finding us here. Stick around, hit the bell. If I saw that, I'd be saying, "I'm gone, I'm gone." And he's saying, "I'm mine, it's mine, it's mine." I wonder what he was talking about. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for coming tonight. Be sure to hit the bell, share this out if you can. I'm going to try to build this channel up and we're going to stream here. Hopefully, I'm going down south very soon. Hopefully I can't from my phone yet because I have to get more followers, but hopefully we'll be on, by the time we go to Gettysburg, hopefully we'll get it up there. So, yep. Thank you for coming, Ray. Another great night. Thank you. And I'm going to be putting a video up tonight, guys, so I'd appreciate if you could watch it on my other channel. And for any of you card people, I have a card reading video I'm going to put up there too. So thank you again for being here. And I hope you all have a great night. And we'll see you guys next week. I'll be down south, but I still plan on streaming. So we will see you next time. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Take care. Meow. The cat said goodbye.